Good morning, everybody. Keith Rock here, and today is October 16th, 2021, and on October 14th, 2021, our chief, the Blackfeet chief, Earl Old Person, passed away at 92 years old, and yeah, it's definitely the end of an era. And that's something that, just real quick, I think a lot of non-natives forget is that, they try to talk about things that are like, only 100 years ago, like it was ancient history. And like, we have our elders like Earl Old Person, who remembers everything and passes that down and has, he had passed to him. And, so to talk about our history like it's ancient history is just, there's no place for that. But, sorry. So everybody's sharing their Earl Old Person stories. And I wanted to share mine. And, yeah, let's get to it. So, yeah, the day I really got my chief, because see, I'm actually enrolled as Assiniboine, my dad's tribe, and my mom's Blackfeet from Browning, and and I grew up with my mom, and I know people can be real sensitive about that in Browning, but whatever. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about this time back in it was 1998. I was still in high school, still had my claim car, and I remember the Montana Senator Conrad Burns was trying to get rid of reservations, and there was supposed to be a series of 3 public meetings to discuss it, and of course they didn't tell any natives about it. And the first meeting went down in Helena, I think. And one of the teachers in Browning, I think it was Mrs. Bremner, the Blackfeet Studies teacher, had posted a sign-up sheet to get on a bus to go to the next meeting, which was going to be in Kalispell. And I was a young activist then, so I and I had a car, so of course I got what friends could go with me, and we went to Kalispell for the second meeting, and it was in this auditorium, and we all went in, and there was non-natives all over. And we're all mixed in there, and it was an auditorium with 3 suits on the stage, three suits up on the stage there, and with a podium for people to discuss. But when we got there, they didn't discuss anything. They just sat there and had this whole show, and it's like slideshow or whatever. And then them just talking about how good it was while non-natives clapped and they were giving us looks, because particularly there was this group right down here from me, and I remember they were looking back at us mm-hmm. and anyway, and we were grumbling, little booze here and there, and all that, and and there was no Conrad Burns. He was a no-show. It was just these 3 people up on the stage and a screen. And then the question podium down on the floor there. And so they started taking questions, and there was a couple of people that had gone up, asked questions or whatever. And then I remember Earl Old Person, coming up for his question. And all the Indians, we all got quiet. We finally shut up, and and he came up, and he was, he got to the podium. He started asking them, pretty much what their problem was, and you could hear the shaking in his voice. And it didn't really take long. And I'm sorry, it was back in 1998, so my memory is a little hazy. I can't remember exactly what he said, but he was asking them, pretty much what their problem was. And, and his voice was shaking, and, and you could hear it. And then all of a sudden he just stopped talking to them, and he just turned around. He just turned around to all of us like that. And, and he just said, they will not get rid of us, you know, and he just put his fist in the air, and honestly, I couldn't hear anything else he said after that because we erupted, man. We, like, war whoops, just, poof. It was like just this explosion, you know, just this fucking clapping, just, you know, I went off. I was like, oh, especially those people that were giving me looks, like, right there. And, oh, my God, it popped off. And, you know, and Earl kept speaking with his fist in the air. And yeah, it got nuts in there, man. Fucking crazy natives, fucking awesomeness. It was like nothing I had ever experienced, you know, before or since. Just this wall of us, you know, and it was pretty awesome. And I remember it was funny. That group that was down there, that group of non-natives right there, they all, you know, they just kind of got up and they started creeping off, and we were like, that's right. And you know, oh man, it was just, you know, they pretty much shut it down after that, and you know, they finally got us to calm down, and you know, we left, and pretty much proved our point. I mean, it was pretty crazy. I mean, like right there and then, I mean, I was just, you know, that was Chief Earl, old person for you, man. I mean, he came in and he just, boom, he riled us, man. He just like that. It's pretty fucking cool.